Thursday morning in the Mile High City. It's kind of gloomy today. I'm on my commute to work. I got to get there early because my boss ain't there. So I got to go fill his position. But we're going to have a blessed day. You know what I mean? Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope everyone's having a good day, enjoying it, and getting that bag on their grind. That's what that's what we do. You know what I mean? We don't complain. We just go get out there and get it and get back home to our loved ones. Realize we're blessed while we're doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm in a little hurry, so I thought I'd turn this on so, I could be held accountable by all you guys. Carlos, my brother. Barry Woods in the house. Salute to Barry Woods. How you guys doing today, man? It's just a morning commute. Like I said, I'm in a little hurry, so I could use some guidance and some direction and some accountability. You know what I mean? That's so important in life, man, is accountability. So important. You know what I mean? You got to be accountable to someone. I heard a podcaster, you know what I mean, YouTuber, say that he doesn't say the word yes sir because it demeans him. And I was like, wow, man, really? Like, that's a word I use, you know what I mean? Yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, just to speak to people with that respect. So I was like, man, what does it take a mindset that, you know what I mean, you're just gonna sit there and say 10 and 2, homie. So, not say yes or no, sir, to be so prideful, to feel like you don't have to show anyone no common courtesy or, you know what I mean? Pay respects to somebody who's been on this earth probably twice as long as you or whatever, you know what I mean? Hold the door open for people, elderly people, you know what I mean? Always treat them with respect, even when they're, quite frankly, getting hard to deal with, you know what I mean? My wife takes care of our mother-in-law, and she is, she's dealing with some medical issues where it makes her kind of mean. She forgets things, so, you know what I mean? She gets kind of feisty. You gotta still be blessed and love them, man, and still pay them that respect and know that they've been on this earth twice as long as you. Been through things that you probably never been through, and show them love, show them their respect, the kindness, you know what I mean? Even if they ain't reciprocating it, it's okay, man. That's not weakness, that's not being a punk, that's not bowing down. But we get this mindset, this street mindset, that we're owed all this respect, that we should be respected and we should be little to nothing, you know what I mean? That's a first and foremost, and put some respect on my name. And I think that's just a very shallow way of thinking, you know what I mean? If you want to be respected and like that, then, man, do something in life, man. Do something in life that everyone's going to applaud. Give back, you know what I mean? And I think all that'll come full circle. All that'll be there, you know what I'm saying? But when you sit there and dwell on it, and dwell on it, and dwell on it, and dwell on it, and dwell, then you're looking to be disrespected, you know what I mean? You're looking for someone to say that they played you out of pocket. You know what I mean? You're constantly looking for the flaws in people so you can say, oh, F those people or F them people, or, oh, I don't have to pay no respect to those fools. You know what I mean? And quite contrary, man, you know what I mean? It shows integrity. It shows character. And I think this is what we lack in today, and I'm not gonna go in on the youngsters. I'm not gonna go on these young men. This is my generation too, man. And we have to own that shit. Some way we lost the way, you know what I mean? Like my grandfather, man, both those men, one of my grandfathers was a very humble, loving, both of them very hard workers, owned their own businesses. My mom's dad came from Mexico and made his life here, had his own business, owned his own homes, was a very hardworking man, died at the age of 92. My other grandfather, He was here, you know, his father was Native American, and basically he was neglected as a young man. You know, his mom and dad uh, suffered from alcoholism. You know what I mean? So for him, he was working ever since the age of 15, and in his days, he basically said that you could go, like, if somebody, your parents gave you up, you can go to an orphanage and get a kid, basically, and adopt him, and then just work the shit out of him. So these are, like, you know, just a generation away from me. He was telling me this is how he grew up. So he was a hardened man. So my other grandpa was very loving. This man was very hardened. Life hadn't been very kind to him. But this man still showed respect where it was given, and he was a man of integrity. He had his own business. He would be very stern. He was a very stern man, and he was one of those men. He didn't really have to put hands on you. All he had to do was, like, deepen his voice, look at you, and he would scare the shit out of you, no doubt. Wouldn't say I feared my grandpa, but I respected him. You know what I mean? When I was a little kid, I remember, you know, my grandpa was white. He had worked his ass off to give his grandkids and his kids something better, and he did that. He had a very, very nice home in Green Mountain. Green Mountain is an upper class residence of Lakewood. So my grandfather, he built this, like, you know, this his own paradise, and we would all be there. You know what I mean? So some of my cousins and some of my loved ones that are cousins, they were kind of entitled pricks. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's just keep it 100. They were very entitled. They grew up not knowing what really poverty was. Like I said, I would go between two worlds. I would live in North Denver, projects, gangs, hood stuff, and then on the weekends, I would shift gears and go up to, you know, suburbia, and everything was completely different. And guaranteed, I had to know how to carry myself. I couldn't act in a way like I would in the hood with the homies, you know what I mean? Or I couldn't act like that. So when my grandpa would get mad or upset and feel like he had to scold some of us young men, us youngsters, me and my cousins, he would berate us, you know what I mean? Well, some of my privileged other family members, like my older cousins, they would stomp off. They didn't want to hear him. They would, like, you know, my ass, and he wouldn't whoop their ass or nothing, but I remember he told my mom one day, he was like, your son's the most respectful out of all my grandkids. When I scold him, he sits there and he's quiet, and he listens, and he waits till he's dismissed. And I was like that, you know what I mean? I knew how to carry myself. You know what I mean? I was surrounded by drugs, gangs, dope, mother sold dope. So to be that, to switch gears and go right into that, you know, I was a reflection of my mother. And in no way did I want them trying to take me from my mom. So when I would go to their house, I would be pretty much a little angel, you know what I mean? And they would only see what I showed them, you know what I mean? So that being said, I had to know how to carry myself in certain situations. I had to know how to, and this helped me later in life. This helped me when I went to prison. This helped me when I did my time. Being able to shift gears like that, knowing your environment is very important. You know what I mean? But honor, integrity, and character is needs to be shown at all times. You know what I'm saying? I just believe this with all my heart. You know what I mean? I try to hold myself to the highest standard. I'm my own worst critic, and basically I criticize myself to the point where if anyone else does it, it's probably not, I wouldn't say meaningless, but it's definitely not as harsh, because I've already asked myself those questions. You know what I mean? And believe me, that I'm not always right. There's times I move and I get out of pocket. That I do. But I'm you know what I mean? I don't have the pride and such to where I can't say, hey man, I apologize, homie, that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can't apologize and say, hey homie, I was wrong. I moved on that wrong, or I spoke out of turn, or you know what I mean? Just being that person. What's up, my brother? Who ride? Carlos, let me see. Yeah, he lives by that, brother. Believe me, my brother is not with that dummy shit. I love that, the name of that. I love the new logo, Who Ride. That one's dope, homie. That one's dope. So, you know what I mean? It's good to have these people that have been through stuff in life, more so than us, to respect them, to honor them, to listen, man, listen, because they're not trying to scold you. They're trying to simply put you on game. That, you know what I mean? You don't get in a wreck. You don't let this stuff. Come on, dude. Go, dude. What are you doing? Damn idiots, man. I'm sitting in the wrong lane. See what I mean? How your boy could get all upset. Dude wants to make a right-hand turn. He's in the most left lane, and wants to. These people drive like damn idiots, man. Ever since the pandemic, but people feel like they're in a damn hurry and they're just getting crazier. But anyways, like I said, see what I mean? Like your boy being right here, that probably would have been like a bird and a F you and roll down the window. But anyways, like I said, people like this is good to have in your life because it's a moral compass, man. It's a moral compass. When you got that person that is pouring into you, giving you the wisdom, take it with a grain of salt, even if it does hurt your ego, man. Even if it hurts your ego and you feel, again, put some respect on it. Well, be honest with you, man. Have you done what that person does? Like, that person don't owe you no respect. That person's trying to game you up, give you love, show you direction. You know, it's not always disrespect. Sometimes you could talk to someone in a way and it can be perceived that they're speaking out of love. They're speaking, because I believe if someone's trying to give you klecha or someone's trying to give you game, you know what I mean? They're doing it for a reason. They care about you. Obviously, they care about you. It's not just for nothing. It's not for anything. Germany in the house. My name's Conrad, homie. So I got that German name, brother. Respect. Respect to Germany. Yeah, I used to get beat up for that name, man. A Mexican with the German name. I used to get beat up all the time. Believe me. Conrad is not a popular name in the projects. I used to get the dog shit beat out of me when I was a kid. So basically, these people if someone's pouring in you and giving you some game, man, they're doing it because obviously they care. So have that mindset that, you know what, this person's speaking to me. Sometimes love don't sound like love, you know what I mean? Sometimes love don't sound like love, and we're hard all in our ego and talking about all this stuff. It's crazy to me, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy, but don't always think people have to put some respect on your name. Just take stuff with a grain of salt, man. You know, sometimes people are trying to game you up, give you some wisdom, and sometimes we got to clear our ears, close our mouths, and just be willing to listen. And I think we'll be better people for it, man. We'll be better ones, you know what I mean? We gotta start holding ourselves accountable to the point where, you know, and stop saying so many people have power in our cultures and our stuff like that. Like, blame people for where we're at in life. We gotta own our shit. If you messed up, you went to prison, I don't want to hear nobody got their foot on your neck. I don't want to hear any of that shit. I want to hear like, hey, bro, are you getting it together? Do you have a job? Are you pushing forward in life? Are you still stuck in that gear when you were in prison talking about you were wronged? That's how you move past shit. You know what I mean? You get past things. Denver made my brother Timmy in the house. Man, that was a good interview last night. Who right? I'm gonna tap into the next one. That was dope, man. You're doing some great stuff, man. Very interesting. I see your channel really blowing up, my brother, and I'm happy for you, my boy. Yeah, man. See, I had a peaceful ride to work. So integrity's good and accountability's good. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys taking that ride for me. And to my German brother, thank you for tapping in. I'll read these comments before I go inside. Let me see. Let me get some of these comments. Yes, life is always good. Boom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Carlos. But yeah, man, thank you guys for taking the ride with me. This has been dope, man. I love tapping in with you guys. It sets my day, and it makes it a better day. You know what I mean? So it's all love and respects to you. You the OG, my big dog. I appreciate you. Mr. Fuentes tapping in. Salute to Jerry Fuentes, my brother, homie. God bless you too, Timmy. You have a blessed day, my bro. So just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep an eye on, there's times where you might get into someone and think they're disrespecting you, or someone's trying to put you on game or giving you a little perspective of how they see things. Don't take that as disrespect, man. Take that as somebody trying to really, pour into you. It's not always bad, you know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to give people respect and show them respect, to say the word yes sir and open the door for somebody. It's kindness. It shows your character. Nobody's too cool for school, man. But respects to you. I hope you're all on your adult stuff today and everything goes good for you. So I'm gonna tap back in. Tuning in from Westminster. Salute to Westminster. I used to live out there, Nick. I lived off out of 80th and Federal. Apple Blossom. Salute to Nick. Yeah, man. I hope you guys all are on your adult stuff today, and don't let nobody get in your. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody mess up your vibe today. Don't let nobody shift your character, or get you out of character. Don't let nobody hurt your blessing today. You know what I'm saying? You're blessed. You woke up. God woke you up with a purpose. Now go get this bag and enjoy your day. Be grateful. Be grateful and look for God in the little things, not just the big things. So salute to every one of you. It's all love. This is Mile High Hustle, and I'm out.